Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, we are here to talk about a few things, a few interesting things that's been going on. So we're definitely going to chat about that. Make sure you're coming into the video. You are indeed liking up the video, please, for your girl. Subscribe to the channel if you've yet to subscribe to the channel. I was going to go live like at 6 o'clock, but then I was like, let me just hop on earlier. I just dropped my and another thing video regarding Love Island USA. So for those of you guys that have not gotten a chance to check it out, make sure that you guys check it out. After this live, if you want to, girl, whenever you feel like it. Okay, we appreciate all of the support. All right. So first things first, we're gonna be getting into some things that's it ain't really gossipy. It's a piece of messy. Okay, period. What's going on, franchise? Okay, hello, happy Saturday. Okay, it's what it's giving. Hey, April, honey, what's going on? Yes, listen, y'all. It is raining. It was storming, so I don't know if it's gonna pick back up. But girl, you might hear it on my mic. Okay, you might hear it be in shambles over here. I don't know. All right, but we gonna get through it like we got through them firecrackers over there on 4th of July. Hello. But anywho, let's go ahead and hop on over and get into our first story, okay? The first story that I want to get into is these veneers. Okay, I can't take it. I did a video, I think it was last week or maybe a week before last, where we talked about this woman that ended up getting some veneers and how the girl damn near damaged her teeth. So now I believe she may have had a GoFundMe up where she's trying to get, her teeth fixed, right? From the damage that this young lady did, because it seemed like she may have, put some type of caps or something on top of her actual teeth. Like, girl, it's crazy. It's like, if y'all got cavities and stuff, y'all just let somebody put caps on top of your cavities, which is, some type of bad bacteria, and you're only covering it up, which is only making it much worse. And I'm not a dentist, so that's my assumption. Okay, don't take no advice from me, for real, girl, but it just don't sound like it's the right thing to do. I think you need to treat whatever issues are in your mouth first before you move to the next step of trying to get veneers, because of vanity purposes, and you out here trying to look good to the other people. Okay, and that ain't good, because you're trying to cover up, the deteriorating teeth or whatever you got going on in your mouth, and that's not a good look, because whatever you trying to hide from the people, it's gonna come out at a later time. You feel what I'm saying? When you in that pain and you can't do nothing about it. So the conversation of the day, or at this particular time, is Forever Veneers, y'all. It's another company. And I was a bit disappointed once I saw this woman here. I forgot her doggone name, but she was over there on the TikTok. Ain't this right? Raychandra. Or was that her partner's name? I think her name was Ray Chandra. But anywho, or was both of their names? No, Shonda. Yeah, I think Shonda was the one that was over there taking the money, and we was asking what's Shonda where the money at. Okay. But anywho, she got hers done, and she, has a large following. And I'm sure this was like a promotion for a lot of people to be like, oh wow, look at her teeth. Let me go and get mine done too. I can't take it. Like, it kind of look good, but girl, it stands zirconia veneers. Child, let me tell you, it's giving cubic zirconia. If you're not gonna walk around with cubic zirconia on your motherfucker, if you're not gonna walk around with cubic zirconia on your fucking body like that, cause then it's gonna turn colors on your ass for real. Or you're not gonna walk around with no fake gold or whatever, cause it's gonna turn color. Why would you put that on your mouth? But that ain't none of my business like that, girl. I just came here to talk about it. So listen. Okay, the news is reporting that a man was lured to Houston by Instagram. Okay, an Instagram ad for Great Smile. Okay, leaves with botched veneers, serious complications. Now they're saying a Houston man is accused of practicing dentistry without a license after a Rhode Island man responded to an Instagram advertisement and was left with a disaster in his mouth. Child, this is crazy, girl. So they're saying Jaden is what I want to believe his name is. They're saying that he is currently wanted on the felony charge as the victim continues dealing with serious complications. See, now, in my opinion, it is time for y'all to start being reprimanded for this type of Now, I don't know what's going to happen with that other young lady where We brought her to the front. She complained. She exposed this woman. I don't think any charges came. So I feel like, yeah, these veneer techs should be charged because you guys are practicing dentistry and you ain't got no license. I think that should be illegal. Just like some people feel like these honorary degrees should be illegal because other folks actually went to school for theirs. Other folks spent a lot of money for theirs. Other folks still in debt for theirs. So if a person can sit up here and get a felony for being without a license, then girl, y'all might want to do something with the folk with the honorary degrees that ain't sitting in nobody's classroom for it. Hello? But that ain't none of my business because that ain't why we here. You know what I'm saying? That's not why we here, okay? So they're saying, according to court records, Robinson saw an Instagram advertisement for Forever Veneers located off the Southwest Freeway. They said the ad offered 20 veneers for $8,700. That don't even sound right. 20 veneers for $8,700. Okay. Now, this Instagram account has about 54,000 followers and appears to show many happy clients. Yeah, happy clients. They had a few people on the page. The more I scrolled, these people seem to have a nice following. So it's crazy that y'all are out here. In my personal, I'm just being honest, I think it's kind of messed up for these people to be promoting individuals that they know do not have a license. You're promoting these people to your followers. It makes me think of Slim Tea. Y'all remember back in the day when it was a lot of Instagram models doing Slim Tea, and it's like, oh, I take Slim Tea, oh, get this tea, get that tea, tea this, tea that, slim body, whoop-de-whoop. Y'all remember that? It's giving that just a little bit, and I hate it because I feel like this is even more serious. This is your mouth. Okay, I cannot. They said he said they seem legit. You got to understand, like, this is a process. He says the average person doesn't know what to expect. He said he noticed a nice clean office and people wearing scrubs during his visit, which came after he did a Zoom meeting. And this was in February. All right. They said he went to visit Houston. And he went to a Bel Air dental office called Truth Dental for the cleaning before going back to Forever Veneers for the 3D scan. And y'all doing 3D scans on people and you was out here operating without a license? Oh, child. And let me tell you, so let's keep going. They're saying Robinson returned to Houston for a final appointment on March 13th. When Jaden allegedly used dental power tools to grind down the surface of his teeth. And y'all let these folk grind on your teeth so the veneers could adhere to his natural teeth. The appointment didn't start until 9 p.m. Girl, what the fuck kind of doctor? Let me just, sir, what kind of human would think a dental service would get started at 9 p.m. at night? Sir, if my dentist was trying to book me at 9 p.m., if a medical appointment was at night, I would think that it's a setup and a scheme for me to get robbed, snatched up, kidnapped, or something. You think I done flew out here from across the country to sit here at night and let you sit up here and saw off on my damn teeth? Absolutely not, my love. 1000% no. We cannot do that. Okay, all of the travel was paid out of pocket. I'll be suing the hell out of these people. But I think that you do have a lawsuit. I just wonder what the judge gonna say. Once the teeth were grinded down, they're saying Jaden placed adhesive on this man's teeth. And girl, you know what? Let's just get into the news. I got to hear it. I got to hear it.
The procedure happened after hours in this office tower back in March. This morning, that victim tells me he's still having trouble chewing. His real teeth are at risk of rotting, and one of the veneers he got here has already popped off. This video on the Forever Veneers Instagram page shows Sharon Robinson walking in for the appointment he thought would change his life.
Your teeth it's your smile, it's your face, it's your look, it's your identity.
And while his post-work smile looks pristine, it's what can't be seen that he says is causing many problems.
I have open pockets, so food is getting in. My teeth don't meet where they're supposed to meet. One of them actually popped off.
The business Instagram page has more than 54,000 followers. It appears to be filled with happy clients and all the work that they had done. That's what caught Sharon's eye from states away.
It's not like it's a genuine reaction. They're telling you, do this, smile like this, say this.
The ad showed 20 veneers
Cap.
for the price of $8,700.
That's
Court
crazy.
records show he flew on his own dime from Rhode Island to Houston for a 3D scan February 22nd. He returned 3 weeks later for the install when an employee at Forever Veneers used power tools to grind down the surface of his teeth and place the veneers over adhesive. When he started having problems, they wanted him to come back to Houston.
They weren't willing to compromise with that at all.
He called the Texas State Board of Dental Examiners, learning the man who did his procedure didn't have a license to practice dentistry. Jaden Mayork is now charged with a felony.
Good.
We went by the office Monday. No one answered and the lights were out inside.
That would be a major red flag.
Dr. Austin Falk is a licensed dentist in Texas. Veneers usually start at $1,000 per tooth, he says, warning against choosing services on social media.
There's a lot more variables than just looking nice going on there that you have to be aware of and be careful about.
Jaw joint pain, cavities, and gum health, he says, are just a few of the long-term effects of botched veneers.
You could even, in extreme cases, have tooth loss.
That's a reality Robinson is anxious about, still trying to find the money to have the smile he hoped for removed.
They've taken advantage of every person that sat in that chair. I'll leave that up to God what's deserved, but I know they did me wrong.
Robinson says he's already spent thousands of dollars out of pocket on travel and on a dentist back in Rhode Island to fix what's going on in his mouth.
Okay.
He says eventually he will have to have those veneers removed. And this morning, records show Mayork has not been arrested on this charge. The Houston Police Department tells me additional victims may be out there. If you have any information, you're urged to call the Major Offenders Division. In Southwest Houston, I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
Not the people also coaching y'all when y'all sit up there and take when y'all taking the video, not them telling you to turn this way, do this, and telling you exactly what to say, and then they hurry up and get your reaction, of course, as soon as the procedure is done. And I feel like sometimes when you have stuff like this happen, I feel like people should ask for follow-ups. Like, why don't y'all have a website where people can like give their reviews? Why don't y'all have follow-up posts or something of people telling how it's been going for them after so many months or something like that? This is terrible, but I am so glad that he is being charged. Now, let me tell y'all, from what it looked like to me, girl, this right here is crazy, okay? This is crazy. I pulled up this man because I'm like, well, who the hell is this? And this is the person that came up, and this is also the image that they are using over on the Neighborhood Talk. And I said, wait a minute, not him being into marketing, not him being self-employed and into marketing, but don't say nothing about him being no motherfucking dentist. So y'all let a person that specializes in marketing mark it up in your mouth, just in your mouth, marking shit up. I cannot deal with it right now. Okay, I cannot deal with it, and it makes me feel like the fact that you ain't got this on your LinkedIn, you knew you was wrong. You knew you was moving in a different type of way. You knew what you was doing. Girl, I can't. You, sir, they gonna get you. What they said the man was charged with again? Where did I see it? They said he was charged with what now? It's definitely a felony. Let me see what they said this man. What I did. Let me see what kind of felony they said. Okay. Oh, they didn't say which kind. They said he's just currently wanted on the felony charge as the victim continues dealing with the serious complications. But I think they may have mentioned it in the news story, and I may have missed it. So forgive me for that. But
Get up to 30%
I'm here
off
for
at
that.
Casper.com or a store near you.
I'm here for y'all being arrested
in support,
and charged accordingly. I don't know why this is not pausing. I guess I'll have to wait.
Get up to
But I'll wait till this comes back up so we can pause. Okay, there we go. But that's what's going on. I'm hoping that more people get their felony charges. And you know what else is interesting? It makes me think about the ladies that be taking deposits from people and then be canceling their appointments and then think that they could just get away with somebody's money. A lot of the girls on TikTok have been saying how they is finna sue for that. Okay, somebody put a post up and said, I'm not finna argue with you. I'm not even finna text you back and forth about my money. Girl, we'll just go to the judge and let the judge talk about it. And then I'm not just gonna take you to court for just the money you owe me, girl. It's gonna be more than that. So If I ask you for a refund, all you need to do is disperse it. That's it. I was watching a clip on the People's Court. I think it was with Judge Million. I think that's how you say her name. And it was a young lady that took this girl to court over her deposit. And well, really, I'm sorry, not over her deposit, over her hair. She didn't like how her hair ended up turning out. And so the girl felt like, well, you had time to tell me to fix your hair or what you didn't like when you were sitting in the seat. Like, you shouldn't have left the facility, went on about your business, and then came back and then thought that you were owed a refund. And the judge just felt like, it's a certain amount of customer service that you're supposed to have when you're in this business and stuff. Long story short, she had to pay that girl $200 and some back. I think it was like $275 for messing that girl hair up. And then I really think the reason the judge made her pay was because she didn't like how the hairstylist was texting the customer. You know what I'm saying? Just pretty much coming off as some it ain't my fault type thing. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's on you. So it is what it is. Okay. So yeah, that was interesting. So y'all hairstylists finna start getting sued, and y'all veneer techs is finna start getting charged. Good luck. Okay, out here operating like, girl, what's wrong with the people? For $8,500, he could have went to Mexico and wouldn't have these problems. Let me tell you something. I don't know if he could have went to Mexico and not have the problems. Well, let me say this. I know he could have went to Mexico, but I don't know if he would not have had those problems. Some people may not have, but what's her name? Winter, the girl from I believe Baddies and Bad Girls Club. She was just crying like last month about her veneers, because I think she went down to Mexico and got them done, and they was hurting her. They had messed her up. No, you know what? Correction. I think hers could have been in Florida. So he possibly could have went down to Mexico and not have no issues. Hers was in Florida. But she did get somebody out in Cali to fix it, and now she's in a better position. Okay, so there's that, y'all. We got 100+ people in the chat. Make sure you're liking up the video, please, for your girl. All right, so let's get on to our next story. Okay. Now listen, we gonna talk about the work. Now listen, I had just popped on Twitter, and I had saw that TS was going off on Tasha, and I was like, girl, what didn't happen? Now, the only thing I could think of with T.S. Madison is the situation with Netta and Charles. Now, I don't really get into Netta and Charles. I just know that Netta had a situation surrounding the BET Awards and talking about how, they were going to the BET Awards, and then one minute they perform, and then next minute it's giving, oh no, we not performing, and this and that. And then let me tell you what had happened was, we get to the BET Awards, we were supposed to be on the red carpet, come to find out they was some seat fillers or whatever, and then next thing you know, somebody getting arrested at the BET. Like, girl, it's just been a whole lot of mess. I don't really keep up with Netta and Charles, but I did see something where I think T.S. Madison had some things to say about Netta. And I think, that whole situation, I think there may have been some back and forth. So that's where I want to believe this issue is coming in with Tasha and T.S. But obviously, Tasha must have spoke on T.S. Madison, because this is what T.S. said. Natasha K, I've read the dark rings around your neck and your eyes so severely that you truly, in your delusional mind, think that I'm jealous of anyone. When you move your crazy eye having kid back into the house you hiding from Cardi B so he can hula hoop without getting dizzy because those eyes won't focus in peace, holla at me. Madison. Not you done read her baby when you supposed to be reading her. The baby didn't do nothing. The baby ain't even here in America. The way you chewing on this baby like this. She says, don't forget, BITCH, me and you are on tour for 2 different reasons. Girl, and see, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't even girl, I read the first part. I ain't even read the rest of this. Okay? I'm not gonna hold y'all. So I am shocked. Like, what the hell going on? She says, you're adding to Cardi B's net worth, and I'm on tour adding to mine. I need a timeout button. I really do. I need to create I just need a timeout. I have to get a timeout graphic or something because it's giving. Girl, it's giving. You should have been timed the fuck out when you had talked about that baby having crazy eyes, and over there talking about the baby hula hooping without getting dizzy. I cannot. Jesus, what's going on today? What is going on? What is in the weather? This is insane. She says, and yes, I look like a beautiful mother who loves me. She says, don't be jealous because yours just now stopped smoking crack and available to acknowledge your existence. You and yours eat a tree, bitch. What? What the fuck did she do? What did she say? That's the part that I missed. Somebody said, why you gotta come for the children? Why you gotta come for the children, Maddie? She said, fuck her and them kids. And I'll be returning for that daughter too. I can't. That is okay. So then Tasha came and she said, hey, T.S. Madison. Oh, my sincere apologies, man in a wig. Oh, Jesus. Normally, I would continue with you. However, my period is on right now, and God ordered us women to rest and avoid any type of negative, unpure energy with men. Girl, the way y'all drag each other is crazy. With men, while we are purifying our natural bodies. So I'm going to exit the group chat and load up my team. We are en route to Indianapolis, Indy for another comedy show on our tour that supports my team of 9 people full time, myself and my healthy children and creditors. God is good because I can pay them all while enjoying my life. Anyways, good luck to you. I'm taking off to see the winos. Baby, and she used this moment as a promotional. Girl, I can't take it today. Girl, these folks, I hope that was it. I hope that she ain't say that nose, girl, because this is what the hell going on. Because why you had came for that lady children like that, T.S.? Girl, some people be like that, though. I ain't got no dog in the fight, girl. I'm just reporting it. Because some people do be like, girl, I don't like you, so fuck you and them kids. And when I say that, I mean that because it ain't nobody that can say a motherfucking thing to me and can't stop shit when it comes to me. So some people, that's how some people get. You know what I'm saying? And I have no words. I think she could have kept it on Tasha. But damn. So that was something that was said, girl. Wow. I'm just trying to see if anything. I'm all up in TS page. Like, girl, what else you had said about it? What? Where did she respond? She said, F her and them kids again. Jesus. And she reposted herself. Child, the folks is crazy today. So that's what's going on. Maddie said she don't give a damn. And she said what she said. And she said she's going to be standing on business. She said F her and those kids. So, good luck. I want no parts. I just wanted to report on it. Let's keep going. Let's get into y'all favorite teacher. Let's get into y'all favorite teacher. So this young man, Mr. Lee, from my understanding, went viral a few months ago for allowing his students to play in his hair, braid his hair, unbraid his hair, unlike Mario. And it went viral. A lot of people felt the way about it. A lot of people were upset about it. I wasn't upset about it. I just felt like the SHI for me was distasteful. I feel like it was unprofessional. And whether you're trying to, groom or do anything like that, I do feel like, number one, it definitely muddied the lines, okay? Blurs the lines. In my personal opinion, you can have a great relationship with your students, but I feel like that type of physical contact don't have to come in play. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Why are they so comfortable taking your damn hair down? But anywho, and then you exploiting people's kids on your social media platform. That's the other problem that I had with that, because, you know, I just didn't like that. What if some of the parents didn't want their kids on social media? Why the hell you got them on social media? The fuck? So I ain't like that. Okay, in my personal. So he comes out and he's letting people know that he gets to keep his job. Well, let me say this. I already told y'all that we was going to have to wait to find out whether his job was really lost or not, because it wasn't necessarily clear. I also told y'all that because it was the end of the year and his contract may have ended, I think it was going to end anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because it's the end of the year. I mean, he probably wasn't going to do nothing. He probably was on contract to work until school was out. And I think that they may have, I guess, suspended him or put him on hold like 2 weeks before the last day of school. So, I mean, it only made sense. We just going to give you an early leave. Like, just go ahead and take an early break. But we wasn't going to know for sure if he kept that job until school got ready to roll back around in the fall. Well, he's coming to us to let us know that it looks like he going to be keeping his job. So let's get into what he got to say.
I was chilling for a while, but guess what? Guess who's finally received a decision from the county on behalf of the superintendent in regards to my employment status. First, I was really bothered at how long this whole process was taking, how long the county was kind of keeping me in the dark. But now, as I'm looking back on it, I want to thank the county for taking their time and ensuring that I wasn't an actual weirdo that slipped through the cracks before they allowed me back into the classroom. Mm-hmm. People were calling me everything under the sun, making baseless claims and allegations and accusations against me, calling me a predator, a pedo, Diddy. All those baseless claims made it back to the county, so they had to treat it as if I was an actual weirdo and look into it. After all the baseless claims, after a long and extensive and arduous investigation, they didn't find anything. Let me repeat that. They never found anything. As I said before...
Sir? It wasn't about them being able to find anything. What do you mean? They didn't find anything. People, well, let me say this. I don't know about all of the comments that he received, okay? But from my side, okay, I really can only speak for myself. It wasn't about whether or not they should find anything. Honestly, I didn't really think that he should lose his job, but I definitely felt like they should have reprimanded him, had a conversation with him, maybe have him not be on TikTok, or be mindful of the kids he put on TikTok and the things that he put on TikTok, right? So I don't think it was more so about whether they found anything. I don't know what the calls were or how they went about, deciding to investigate into him, because I don't know what the people were saying or what they were sending to the office. But it was more so about, to me, the appropriateness of that video and whether or not it should have been on social media. And I do believe, even though he may have his job back, and I don't know if he's going to say it in this video or not, I do believe that they may have had a conversation with him about what he can and cannot do. And moving forward, they may say you can't be having students do stuff like that. If it's anything relating to school, cool, possibly. But when you do that, that's not really relating to school, for real. So I don't know. But let's just see what else he has to say.
With all this stuff going and floating around the internet about me, not one person has come forth to match any of the crazy allegations against me. You know why? Because like I said before, they can't, because I've never done anything. My attorney, who was backing me throughout all this, said that it's very rare. They've never seen a case like this where these types of serious allegations are against someone, all the while the whole entire school community is supporting that person. Throughout all of this stuff, the parents, the students, the staff, administration included, were all supporting me and defending my name and my character. That being said, I want to thank everyone and express my sincere gratitude to those who didn't run with their assumptions or generalizations or make baseless claims based off something you've seen on the internet, a blog post or a comment section battle. You actually took the time to come to my profile and just see for yourself, see the type of person that I am. Thank you to those who didn't project their own insecurities, their own traumas, their own adverse experiences, their own weird ways of thinking onto me. And sorry, one more thing before I get to the actual decision I know we're all anticipating.
Hurry up, sweetie
One thing
bee.
that amazed me was the fact that people were more outraged than the parents of the students who were in the video. This This is actually one of the fathers of one of the girls who were shown in the video assisting taking out my braids. We're actually both percussionists, and I was going to see a band play, and turns out he's the drummer for the band. When I saw him, I immediately went up to him, dabbed him up, and apologized for, one, having this little girl plastered all over the plant.
As you fucking should have. As you should have. I don't care nothing about you showing no photo about nobody that, oh, well, see, this dad here, the dad was okay with it. He may have been okay with it, but at the end of the day, you didn't get permission to put that man's daughter on your social media page unless you're going to tell us that. But it's funny that you apologizing to him after the fact. What the fuck? Like, don't put my child on your shit at all. Okay? And I'm going to make sure when my son start going to school, like, excuse me, I don't know if you do the TikTok or what you do, but I would prefer that my child's not a part of that. Now, I may change my mind by that time. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. But knowing how I am, for real, like, don't put my child on your shit. If he ain't finna get in on that coin, don't post him for monetization. No, thank you. Let's keep going.
I explained to him I didn't think it would get this big, and I was like, you already know how we do our videos in class, yada, yada, yada. And he cut me off. He was like, bro, I've been fighting for you this whole entire time. He told me himself that, first, if someone saw that video and automatically thought something weird, that tells more about that person than the actual person in the video. That's one. Second thing he told me was, I disagree. The reason why I disagree is because for the parent who may be a heavily involved parent in the classroom with his child, I think you would automatically have a different perspective, clearly, because you're more closer to the situation than others on the outside. So I feel like some of the people that were on the outside looking in, that had a problem with it, I don't really think that means that, oh, that says more about them. They're judging the situation as it looks. And at the end of the day, if they did have like a weird, like, you know, oh my God, like, you know, grooming, whatever, you know, that is on them. But then at the same time, it's about the professionalism in the classroom. And that was unprofessional in my personal. Ever got any weird vibe from me or any inkling that I was trying to make advances on his son or his daughter, he would have checked me a long time ago. He literally told me that he's like, I'm a dad. I know I can spot a weirdo from a mile away. He said, if I would have sensed that on you, I would have checked you a long time ago. He said, I never had a reason to, because you never gave me any reason to think that you were doing.
Which confirms my point about him being closer to the situation, and also him being a very active parent.
Anything weird with my kids. And hearing that from him, especially because he was one of the fathers of the video, a lot of people are curious, well, what do the dads think? Literally, everyone was supporting me throughout this whole thing. Hearing that come from him, especially because he was one of the fathers of one of the girls in the video, was extremely heartwarming. I've already acknowledged my mistakes and practiced some self-accountability, but I'll do it here again.
Good for you.
I made a mistake. This was never for clout. I literally post videos like this all the time with my students. The parents sign off to have their kids in my videos. Despite having the parents' approval to have their students featured in my social media videos, the county still kind of is against putting students on social media, which is understandable.
Right. So then I'm confused that the school would even allow you to send out paperwork to get approval for something that the county, the district, is not even in agreement with. But what they do that?
The reason I'm being placed on a 5-day suspension without pay. But I'm not fired. I was never fired. I never lost my job.
Why you ain't clear that up then? But I told y'all that, man, it was the end of the year. So it only made sense to me that they was going to sit him out, because school was about to be out anyway. And then we would know by the fall what the hell was going to happen. But I don't recall him. I'll say this. One, I don't recall him coming to the front to clear it up. But then two, maybe he mentioned that he was suspended and other people took it as he was fired, because people love to make headlines with misinformation. So could have been it.
He came out and said he was reassigned. I was just reassigned to my house. I couldn't go into school because they had to investigate the things that people were saying about me. I was just at home on administrative leave.
Okay.
My attorney told me that what worked in my favor is the fact that despite all this stuff being said about me, at the end of the day, I'm a solid teacher and I have the evidence to prove it. My entire school community, parents, students, and staff were supporting me throughout this whole thing. Speaking on my behalf, speaking on my character. Not only did I have that working in my favor, but I had the grades, I had the test scores, I had the, what do they call, the evaluation reports from, being observed by my principal. This was never for clout. I don't post my videos for clout. I've been a content creator for several years. I was a content creator before I was a teacher. As an educator in today's age, you got to find ways to connect with your students. One thing for me is utilizing my social media because the students enjoy it. Not only do I create content with my students because it's entertaining and I use it as an incentive, I also use my social media to benefit my school community. For that solar eclipse we just had a couple months ago, my principal called me into his office probably about a week or so before the actual eclipse.
I think that's a really good point too, Omar. They are very short on teachers. You know, they're short on a lot of, I don't know what you call it. Girl, I'm about to say black jobs. Hello. They short on a lot of black jobs. But anywho, I'm thinking about officers, sheriffs, the jobs that when you were a kid, they'd be like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, I want to be an officer. I want to be a police officer. I want to be a teacher. Like those type of jobs, they definitely is short on. And that's probably why they had to definitely like, let me go ahead and see, has he done anything? Has he had any complaints? Y'all, how you feel about him? Okay, because we really can't afford to lose nobody else because we already ain't hiring motherfuckers. So what's really going on? Okay, so it really wasn't that bad? Okay, well, let's put some parameters around it and get his ass back in the classroom. Okay, thank you.
And told me, he explained, you know, hey, I've seen you do things with your social media for your classroom because I make an Amazon wish list to get things for my students, things that we need and want in the classroom.
He shouldn't have to
and
do.
Shout out to those who like support me and my students. I love y'all for that. But he told me, I seen how, you know, your social media has worked for you in the past. I was wondering if, you know, you could use your social media, make a video so we could get some glasses for as many students as possible. Of course, I immediately agreed to do it. Went home that night, made a video. Within 2 or 3 days, we had glasses for every single person in the school. Student, staff, parents came to see the eclipse, custodians. We had so many glasses that I was able to take a couple boxes to the school, the elementary school next door, so they could have solar eclipse glasses and enjoy the experience. I'm not saying that to brag and make it, oh, I got it, like, no. I just am in a position where not only do I benefit from my social media presence, but my school community also gets to reap the benefits of me.
I think that is really good for what he's doing, but I will always stand by the fact that it was not appropriate for that to be on your page. That was always my stance on that, and it's not changing no matter how great of a teacher you may feel that you are. I saw some people trying to post a white man. Oh, why ain't nobody complaining about this? Still inappropriate. Still inappropriate. I just don't think the child should be all in your, like, no. Okay, and then you getting free labor. Not only are you exploiting them on your TikTok and getting a coin off of it, but you ain't even paying somebody to go do it. You getting these kids to do it, and they ain't gonna see no coin on this. Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. So I definitely stand by that. I don't care how many GoFundMe's he puts up and how much support he gets and how many links he drops to get things for his classroom. That's great because you ain't doing too much of nothing different than what a ton of teachers are doing and have been doing before you took on that role. In my personal, and none of those teachers, well, I'm not going to say none, but I'm sure there are a good amount of those teachers that are likely not having students take their motherfucking hair down and then posting it on social media. Okay, so there's that, but let's keep going because it's almost
being
done.
A social media presence. So yeah, that's pretty much it. 5-day suspension without pay, and I'll be back at the school in August doing what I do best, making learning fun and impacting the lives of countless students.
Good for you. And not showing.
And P.S. I'm going to be making a few YouTube videos, kind of getting into the nitty gritty. I know this video was kind of long, but I'm going to make some videos on YouTube kind of talking about the specifics of, you know, what I was going through during this period of administrative leave.
Okay, so he said, I'm going to get my coin back off you motherfuckers that had me stalked the hell out for 5 days, okay? He said, I'm going to make my money on TikTok, and then I'm going to hop over to the YouTube so I can build that community up as well and get my coin off you hoes that way. Because one way or another, I'm going to get you one way is how he's feeling. So he's going to get his coin either way it goes. And some part of me is like, yeah, good for you. Good for you that you didn't, you know, lose your job. But the biggest thing for me, as I've said, what I did not like, and I'm going to stand on that, is the fact that that's the lesson that you learned for me. Okay? So hopefully we don't see no more kids on your platform. You can still do your thing as a teacher, you know, without showing kids or whatever the case, without showing their faces, and they ain't got to be playing in your motherfucking hair. And if they do, I guess we just won't know nothing about it. Okay, so that's just how I feel about that. and it's not changing. Okay, so good luck, congratulations, and yeah, that's all I got. The good thing you ain't lose your job, because I didn't think that he should have. I just think he needed to be checked and reeled the hell in. Okay. So y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments about this situation, about this right here down below. Okay. And if you think about the kids you got glasses for were the same ones who took your hair down and you paid them back with the glasses even trade to me? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. But y'all continue the conversation down below. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Oh, baby. We got to get into Raymonte. Let's get into Raymonte real quick. Let's talk about Raymonte. So Raymonte is a somewhat, I don't even want to say an influencer, but I guess he influences some. But I would say is it weird to say a person is a social media personality? I don't think so. When that's where you display your personality, right? Some people may be reality show personalities because that's where they display their personalities the most. So I would say he's like a social media personality or whatnot. And I learned about him on TikTok. So I don't know if he existed before then or not, but I came across him on TikTok. And so recently there was an article written by one of Essence sub companies or whatnot, and they had some things to say about him. I think he kind of talked about him not getting booked for things or something like that. Actually, I don't even know if they were speaking on him in a negative light, but he definitely took it in a negative way. Okay. So they're saying back then, this was back in April, they said influencer Raymonte calls out black media after Essence article. He says, OMG Essence, thank you for the article, but this is kind of hypocritical. That's what it was. I think they highlighted him and some other social media personalities. So he says, you all have invited numerous other influencers to events, never me. It's the same thing with BET. I have a large following and my supporters keep me afloat, so I don't cry over spilled milk. I don't need a pity party or deep dive into why I'm not marketable. Do not use me as the example when you contribute to the problem. Okay. Then goes on to say, Essence responds. And they said super disappointed that this was the response to the angle of uplifting, learning more about you, and wanting brands to recognize what you bring to the table. Everything isn't for everyone, and we receive that moving forward. Wish you the best. Keep going. Okay. He said, why are you disappointed in my response? You didn't showcase or highlight any of my content or positive moments. So what's being introduced? Talking about everything I'm not getting while also offering me nothing but well wishes and good luck. Girl, fuck y'all. Ain't no way he would have been able to tell my company, fuck y'all, and then think that we're supposed to spin the block on you and give you an opportunity. We don't have to. But I guess somebody at Essence decided to be nice and give him an opportunity this weekend because it's the Essence Festival. And he was supposed to be on a panel, I believe, with some other social media personalities. And he was supposed to be able to share his thoughts and, do the panel. But come to find out, he actually missed it. He flew out to the Essence Fest on the same day versus flying out the day before or whatever. So basically it caused him to be late. And I feel like flying out on the same day doesn't have to be bad depending upon when you fly out. If you're flying out like first thing in the morning, like the first flight out, cool. But honestly, how I'm going to operate with a situation like this, girl, I'm just going to be there the day before. Already in my hotel, about already checking out the landscape to see what's what. Okay, already in communications with people to know, okay, once I get here, where do I go? I already got it mapped out for how I'm moving. Okay, so I'm not finna mess up no opportunity or anything like that when I just sat up here and complained to these people about using me for whatever reason. Okay, so this person put a really good post up and they said, this is a perfect example of sometimes you aren't getting the opportunities you think you deserve right now because you are not ready to receive them yet. Let me stop right here. I do feel a way that a person could just go off on S's and they just give them an opportunity. Well, if that's the case, let me cuss y'all the fuck out right now. Okay, I ought to cuss your little fake ass out right now if that's what it takes for people to get an opportunity. So, girl, go ahead, as I cuss y'all the hell out, go ahead and add me to the panel for next year. Okay, you over there rushing to get Raymonte when you got Bondi already down there in New Orleans. So if you really want to get into some things, do we need to cuss you the fuck out? Especially being a brand that represents a lot of black women. Hello. All I do is sit up here and run my mouth. So y'all ain't want to add me to the panel for me to talk to? I could have gave y'all a piece. Where my op at? Don't be a op. Give me a op. How about that? Don't be a op. Give me a op. Okay, so is that what I can do? I got to take it to the Twitter to go off on. So who the hell in essence do I need to cuss the fuck out? Okay, who I need to talk to? Who I need to rant? Who I need to send a nasty email per my YouTube video? Who I need to talk to? Call me, bitch. Because I'll cuss you out tonight if that's what it takes for me to get on the panel come next year, 2025. Hello? Because I said, y'all wouldn't have had to worry about me. Because let me tell y'all something. This is the year. I didn't know that we was going to see it, but baby, this is the year of fumbling bags. I never knew that 2024 was going to be the year of fumbling bags and opportunities. I will not fumble it. Hello? I'm trying to touchdown and touchdown and touchdown some more. I said touchdown and touchdown and touchdown some more. I said touchdown and touchdown and touchdown some more. I'm trying to do my dance. So can y'all hit me up? Because I would have sat my ass up there with my legs crossed ready, okay? Poised as hell, sitting up straight, okay? Fingers crossed on the knee, ready to get into some things. So what we talking about? Hey, everybody. Call me, bitch. Whoever needs to get cussed the hell out, and y'all can clip it how y'all need to clip it and send it who you need to send it to. Whoever I need to cuss the hell out down to the essence, let me know so that I could be over there on the panel come 2025, okay? That's all I'm saying. Y'all done went all the way around the world when y'all could have tiptoed on over there to Bondi door and say, hey, you available? Of course she is. Okay? So just let me know who I need to cuss the hell out because I'm trying to be down there too. Anywho, child, I feel away. And then what else does he be having some funny videos. I will say that. Like, when he did the skit in the grocery store and the girl stopped him and said something like, oh, you are so pretty or whatever. And then he said something like, oh my gosh, she's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. And then he said something about he's not bi or something like that. Something about Valentine's Day. You have a great day. I hollered. That was a good video. But any other time, I don't really see him. I don't know what else he be doing. But, I really don't want to. Because everybody got their own space in this internet world. You know what I'm saying? And that is his space. And obviously, he has a large fandom that love and support him. So I wouldn't really want to rob no opportunities. I'm just more so thinking about the fact that he's able to say, fuck y'all. And then you said, oh, oops, come on here. We got a spot for you. And then when it's time for him to be in place, he late. He don't even show up for that. Yikes. Okay. But let's keep going. So then this woman says influencer Raymonte had all of the internet rallying behind him when he called out Essence for not inviting him to events or brand trips. Just for him to get invited to speak on a panel today at Essence Fest and he missed the panel because he was late. Girl, embarrassing. All right. When I tell you that these influencers need teams with real business acumen, I mean that. The main reason why a lot of black creators don't get the same opportunities is often because they don't have the proper teams to not only put them in position, but to make sure they are making the right decisions for their brand. That is key. That is fact. Okay. This was a bad brand move in my opinion. Okay. The person says, this other person retweeted it and said, y'all are going to be mad at me when I say this, but Raymonte isn't an influencer, a brand, or a creator. He's an internet personality with a loud mouth and a huge following. Expecting professionalism from him to begin with is where everybody went wrong in the first place. Shit. Girl, let me back up out of that for a little bit. The way you ate down. Girl, let me scoot back. Okay. But that's just what she said. All right. Now, it does appear that he may have another opportunity to show himself up at Essence. Okay. He did put a statement out where he pretty much said, like, hey, guys, I'm human. You know, I made a mistake or whatever. Basically, give him an opportunity to clear it up or whatever. But he is supposed to do something with Essence on today. So I don't know if they gave him another opportunity yet again because he missed that opportunity on yesterday, or if this Saturday's event was already in place for him, as well as the Friday event, but I do think this gonna be a lesson learned for him. Okay, you want these opportunities, you got to show up and be ready. And I would hope that this will be the last event that he has booked and he's going to be late to, because there are a lot of other people that's ready to slide into that spot if you're not gonna do it right. Okay. So, yeah, that person ate down with that situation. I definitely want to hear you all's thoughts about it. And that's really it. Okay. So we'll see what's going to come of it. If he's going to get some more opportunities outside of Essence, if Essence is going to indeed welcome him back, to be a part of another show. So we'll see. But Essence, I was for real. Y'all let me know who I need to cuss the hell out. Let's keep going. Okay? Good luck. What do I want to get into next? Okay. I do want to talk about these. All right. Shout out to the 200 plus people we have here. We got to talk about this lady. I feel like this may be a little lengthy, so y'all bear with me. Okay? This woman is interesting because this woman is Dominique's side, okay? Now, they're saying that she's a Houston-based entrepreneur behind a luxury vegan concierge transition service. What the fuck does that mean? Let's scroll and see, because what I also learned about Dominique's side is that at one point, from my understanding, she was also an artist. And this was like just in 2022. So you were just an artist, and then now you have this concierge transition service. So I'm wondering, what the hell is that? What you mean transition? Like transition to the next life or something like that? Like, what do you mean? Or transition, do you mean like, people that's going to get their body done type thing? Because I'm trying to figure out, how is that vegan? So I'm a little confused. I was thinking you were talking about food or something. I don't know, but we're going to get into the article. But what else we're learning about Miss Dominique, okay, is that the people is on her arse, because she also has a surrogacy escrow business. And now the FBI, where is it? So do I have that? Yes, the FBI is on that ass, and they are now seeking information about SEAM. And SEAM is the surrogacy escrow account management to which she owns, okay? There were people of different races, from what it seems, that have contributed millions of dollars, okay, to this woman. And I don't think they have anything to show for it. So I'm a little confusion. Okay, each member of our team is or has experienced egg donation, surrogacy, or other third-party reproduction component. We've been on this journey many times and are here to help you through it. Oh my. As a third-party escrow management company, we are here to make sure all parties are represented fairly. Daily disbursements and direct deposits mean your surrogates won't get stuck waiting weeks or months for a payment. So you're being the middle person, and our skilled team of account managers can help facilitate conversations about money and payments. Oh, wow. Well, let's hop back over here, because we need to know more about what is this transition service you have. They're saying Houston-based entrepreneur Miss Dominique Side is on a mission to help people become more conscious through her sustainability consulting firm. The Luxury Vegan is a concierge transition service aimed at helping those who wish to embrace an environmentally friendly lifestyle. But it looks like the page has been put on private, since now she is under investigation with the FBI. That's very interesting. Or, possibly under the investigation. I don't know if they've pressed the button or if they're trying to get more details and information about it. But just know FBI is on that ass. Okay. Now they're saying she's 43. At least that's the age that she was at the time that this article was written last year. All right. They're saying the venture follows after she had her first awakening. The mother of four grew up a lover of all foods. Her mindset shifted after watching a documentary titled What the Health. Meanwhile, people are somewhere asking, what the fuck? Considering the fact that they gave all this money and they have nothing to show for it. Let's keep going, okay? Let us slide over here because now we kind of know. It seems like her business is surrounded by food, okay? Let's see. The firm offers clients a plan to pivot to veganism, direct support customized to meet their needs, and education on brands and restaurants to amplify, among other things. I want to coach the person who is running the Fortune 500 company, she says. Once they change their mindset, the way that they run their company changes, okay? The way that they raise their family changes. There's a high chance that their children will be high net worth individuals. The way that they invest will change. What they put their resources behind, whether it's innovation in that same space or it's wellness, or if it's solving social issues like food deserts. That's where I feel like I can take my expertise and I can possibly take your money. Let's keep going. Okay, because now over here they're letting us know just a year prior, it appears that Dominique Side, also known as Dom, who's also known as Vegan Bae around Houston, Texas. She's a singer, songwriter, and co-owner of Vegan Bae music group. A fierce female voice for women everywhere. Dom is also a vegan fashion influencer with thousands of followers, an ethical living entrepreneur with several businesses. Her Instagram accurately describes her as a vegan, artist, and a boss. And the people is still wondering, why did the boss leave? Okay, let's keep going. Because this right here that pissed me to girl. Why I'm acting like I got my glasses on. But anywho, this pisses me when y'all be out here taking these folk money like this. So, according to LA Times, they put aside millions for surrogates. Now the money has vanished. Wow. Okay. Their goal was twofold: to raise the small fortune necessary to pay for a surrogate and to realize a dream previously impossible, having a child of their own. Hundreds of people across California, the U.S., and around the globe put their money, sometimes $50,000 or more, into the hands of a Texas-based escrow company so the funds could be held in trust and doled out to a surrogate for healthcare costs, insurance, and compensation. But this month, expectant parents and their surrogates learned the money they had set aside at Houston-based surrogacy escrow account management, also known as SEAM, is not accessible and likely gone. Chris Ketterman says, listen, we want answers. Is there recourse to get the money back? If not, what can we do? Oh my, I'm so sorry this happened to you guys. You guys were so excited. This is really terrible, okay? I'm being dramatic, but nah, this is really fucked up, for real, okay? And then you got these women putting their bodies on the line, holding and carrying somebody else's fucking child with the expectation that they are going to get an income, and they're probably not working anywhere, and you're supposed to handle everything, but ain't nobody got nothing to show for it, not the families nor the fucking surrogate. Are you out your mind? You had better lock up that Instagram, man, because they finna come and lock you up. I don't know if they are. I'm just telling you what it look like on my end, okay? This is just my opinion and my personal, girl. It look like they might come and lock you up. I don't know, girl, okay? Don't come after me. I'm just over here telling the tea. I'm just reading what LA Times said. Okay, that's all. That's all of these. They put this out here. Come for them. Okay. So he goes on to say that he and his wife had about $45,000 in their escrow account, money owed to their surrogate who is pregnant with their baby boy and due in October. We don't know enough to say what happened, he said. We just know there's something crazy going on. Police in Houston have opened a wide-reaching investigation. Okay, Christina Garza, a spokeswoman for the FBI's Houston field office, confirmed last week that the agency also is investigating SEAM. The FBI has developed a public portal for Seam clients to report their account information and how much money they believe they are owed. Garza, however, cautioned that the inquiry was in its early stages and said, we're trying to compile as much information as possible, they say. The FBI's Houston division is seeking to identify potential victims of Seam. If you believe you were victimized by Seam or have information relevant to this investigation, please fill out this form. Oh, shit, ma'am. You done did it now, girl. They say a married same-sex couple in Washington, D.C. says they are out of $55,000. Okay, the couple said they demanded their $40,111 be returned and believe that it is gone. Now, Ariel Mitten, an LA native who recently moved to Washington, can recite the amount that she and her husband are missing down to the cent. It's $37,721.44. Girl, I took that lady money. She says, I assumed naively that an escrow account was a safe thing. Child, that's crazy. And surrogate is pregnant with their daughter that's due to deliver on Christmas Eve. And you done ran the fuck off? Get it. Ooh. They gonna have to, girl, y'all need to hurry up and get to her. Please hurry up and get to her and find out where is the money, Miss Side. Where is the money? Is there a misunderstanding? Is there a miscommunication? Was there an error in the payroll, in the account management system? What is going on? Where is the money? Okay, they said scrutiny has centered on the sole owner. Okay, and that's Dominique's side, who has told customers that she had once been a surrogate. Has she? I don't know this lady to know if she has or hasn't. I just know she got plenty of jobs. They said she's a serial entrepreneur, so that could have been a part of that too. I don't know, but let's keep going. They said the 44-year-old built herself as an entrepreneur of multi-million-dollar businesses in Houston, including a vegan grocery store, a nonprofit school, a vegan music studio, and the surrogacy escrow outfit. She walked the red carpet in LA for vegan fashion events and ran a concierge service for those seeking a more eco-friendly lifestyle. Wow, 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 wow. Ooh, child. They said Side did not respond to calls or written questions. Emails to Side triggered an auto response that doubled as a press statement, citing the active investigation by federal authorities. Under the advice of counsel, I am not permitted to respond to any inquiries regarding the investigation. That's crazy, because it's like if you're not allowed to comment to anybody, then that leads me to believe that even when your clients reach out to you and now that you're being investigated, you're unable to give them an answer or explanation or whatever. Okay. Child, they said on Thursday, Side and Seam were hit by a lawsuit from a merchant cash advance lender, the third such lawsuit this year. So you've been sued 3 times, baby. And the merchant that you were supposed to have some money. God, this is some shit here. Now, I ain't know this article was pumping with this much tea. They said the merchant cash advance lenders provide small businesses with quick infusions of money at high fees, okay, with interest rates of 50 to 100%. Girl, that's high as hell. They said a judge in Texas also froze all the company's accounts along with Side's other businesses after a Seam client sued over her vanished $28,000. Shout out to that lady, because she got to it before the rest of y'all could. Hello? Calling herself a victim of a scam. Okay, they said Slick alleged that Side and her company had lured her and others into a particular relationship in order to steal their escrow funds. The defendants have left hundreds of surrogates throughout the country who are pregnant with a child that does not belong to them, with no way to pay for the necessary prenatal care. This is evil. And I'm looking at this. They are so right. They said her actions are nothing short of evil. It is. It's very evil. How do you mishandle people's money like that? See, I feel like a lot of that scamming stuff, when you do this, it's always tied to people wanting to appear to others as though they're more than what they are. And like you're better than them in some sort because you're going out getting these luxury vehicles and buying these luxury items to appear as though you're a part of the fucking who's who. And now the who's who that you about to be a part of is who's who going to jail. Who's who getting locked up. Who's who for to have to owe these mother some money and then some. Who's who is under a federal investigation. And you over here trying to keep up with the Joneses and them. That's my thought of it. You know, I don't know if she was taking their money because she was so deep in debt trying to be an entrepreneur that she was robbing Peter, John, Sally, Monique, Shanice, and ain't no telling who the hell else, robbing all of them surrogates so that she could pay Paul and Tim and them over here. Trifling. Girl, when you do wrong, right is not going to follow. Child, we gonna see what's gonna happen though. This is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay, they talk about a couple turned to surrogacy after exhausting all their options. They selected a surrogate, which often requires using an escrow firm and put more than $40,000 into the account, a portion of the overall cost. But their embryo had yet to be transferred into the surrogate. Bitch, I see. They gave you 40 racks. And y'all never put the damn embryo into the lady? Ooh, I will be up there trying to fight. Ooh, girl, I will be on your ass, girl. Oh, no. That is so sad. They said the married woman in Los Feliz said she had multiple miscarriages. She was recently pregnant, but gave birth in the second trimester. Unfortunately, that baby passed away in his parents' arms. So that's when they tried. And see, this is fucked up because she suffered multiple miscarriages, had a baby. The baby passed away, and then they turned around and they decided to do surrogate, paid 40 racks. And then you mean to tell me the embryo wasn't even transferred into the damn surrogate? Good. That's some sick shit. They said nothing is clear. Obviously, that fell on deaf ears. We didn't get our money back. Woo, they said their extended family remains unaware of their attempt at using a surrogate. Child, they said, I love to carry this child and not spend any money on a surrogate. There's a level of that where you feel so terribly sad. You feel sad about the money, but you feel sad about the situation. I know that's real. Child, that's crazy. Let me read this lady's story. Okay, in early June, Tina, a 42-year-old surrogate mother in Indiana, said she noticed her bank account balance was lower than expected and realized her monthly payment and allowance had not come through. Her surrogacy agency told her that banking issues at SEAM had delayed the arrival of the money. So it was banking issues, girl. And this was early June. So then my question is, when did they freeze all your accounts? Was the accounts frozen because you couldn't pay them out? Could it have been that? Because some of the people was like they froze the accounts, it seemed, because they was already missing some money. I'm gonna have to go back up to the froze accounts so we could get more get back so I can remember what they said about it. So the lady said, she was like, I said no problem, they'll get it fixed. She says when she logged into SEAM's portal, she saw that the money listed as due her what listed as due her was still there. Oh, the money that was listed that was owed to her was pretty much still there. She saw that the money listed as due her was still there. I think that's a typo. Then came on June 12th, email from SIDE claiming that fraudulent charges had prompted Capital One to freeze SEAM's account. That's what she say. Some payments were able to go through before the accounts were frozen, is what she said. She stated that the new bank accounts were established and promised service would be restored, but nothing happened. The lady said 2 days later, however, SIDE sent another email indicating that all operations have been placed on hold due to legal action. Which is interesting because then they say a lady sued her prior to that for her $28,000, but you over here saying that it was Capital One. But Capital One about freezed it because you had owed them some money. So that must was the lender that you owed money to that had your stuff frozen. But how much money did you really have over there? Because somebody else had already sued you because you wasn't doing what you need to do with their $28,000. And they lost that. Whew, child. The lady said the email stopped her in her tracks. That's when we were like, oh, this is not good. Something really bad has happened. From there, it was a whirlwind. Child, that is... Ooh, the first few days I barely slept. I was nauseous from all the emotional aspects and had vertigo. Now, this is... Wow. So this is the mother that said, the mother that the woman is carrying the surrogate. So the woman that had the money that was missing in her escrow account, like waiting for it to be paid because she's carrying somebody's child, the woman whose child she's carrying said that she could barely sleep. She was nauseous. She had emotional aspects and she was, had vertigo. So she contacted the FBI, the Houston police, the Texas Attorney General, and she sent the email. She even emailed the CEO of Capital One questioning how the money could apparently vanished. Both Dawn and Mitten joined the Facebook group and realized they were a part of a club that they never wanted membership in, and those affected by Seam's financial collapse. That's when they learned that the CEO and it's all scamming. They said an informal poll among members suggests that about $10 million was unaccounted for. Parents and surrogates from across the country are around the world have traded information in the Facebook group. Girl, this is crazy. This is a long article, y'all. So they said Seam was first registered in Texas in 2014. Testimonials from 2017 onward shows glowing reviews. And one parent told the Times she had used Seam for their first child without issue. Lawsuits from cash advance lenders filed against Seam and Side in New York this year indicate mounting financial trouble in recent months. So-called merchant cash advance lenders send sums of money to distressed businesses. So she was already in distress, so she went out and she had got a loan. Child, that's crazy. And what's killing me is you went out, got a loan, and still did not use that money to pay out these surrogates, is what it's sounding like. They said she received money from Pearl Delta Funding, which was $69,500, but she defaulted on that the next month. May, she secured $650,000 from Dynasty Capital and agreed to pay $975,000 or 150% of the amount borrowed. So that was in January, $69,000. Then she got in May $650,000. Okay. Then under the agreement, the lenders was allowed to debit $12,500 per day from her account until the amount was paid in full. On May 31st, Dynasty Capital said in court papers that Seam breached the agreement and either failed to put revenue into the business account or diverted it elsewhere, leaving Dynasty unable to recoup its money. Baby, I was thinking that as I was reading this, I said, did she? Because it's like what you did with all that money. So, and you was already being sued. So with you getting that money, did you take it? Like, is it in offshore accounts? Like, what did you do with that money? Because you damn sure got $650,000. I don't know why only to agree to pay them $975,000 back. That makes no sense. None at all. When you ain't even had a $650K to get from them. Baby, that money is somewhere safe where she knows. I feel like it ain't completely gone, but I do feel like she about the only one that got some access to it. Like, that is crazy work. But, that's just my that's my opinion. Let's see, what else? Let's see. They say, okay, so we got into all of that. Just know this lady is on some other stuff. We just gonna see how this play out for her, but the FBI is definitely on her R's, okay? Definitely on her R's.
Glad to have you with us this Saturday. Now turning to several families who are demanding answers from a Houston woman who owns an escrow account for intended parents. A lot of them have put thousands of dollars invested and their money is nowhere to be found. Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia is live in the studio tonight after speaking with impacted families across the country and here in Houston. Jonathan.
That's right, Tom. Well, let me tell you, it's several families who have as much as $60,000 in the escrow account. Others have only about $12,000. Huge differences. But what unites these families is the lack of response from the surrogacy escrow account management, and they're demanding answers from the owner.
We're not rich. Most people going through surrogacy right now are not. They're working multiple jobs to make this happen. And now this money may be gone. And it's terrifying.
We want to know what she's doing with our money, where the money is, and if the money's there.
Fox 26 speaking with victims from across the country in Iowa, California, Austin, and here at home in Houston.
It's devastating. It's terrifying. You start to feel even more hopeless than you did.
Families who are looking to become parents through a surrogate are wanting answers from Dominique's side, the owner of Surrogacy Escrow Account Management. Chris Ketman lives in California, and after looking into adoption and going through IVF with his wife, they decided surrogacy would be their best chance to become parents.
We just want to know what's going on. You know, we need a statement that's not a general statement.
Side sent an email to clients alerting that operations have been placed on hold due to legal actions and is unable to provide further details. Not only are intended families in limbo, but so are surrogates.
She knows what she's doing. She knows it's wrong. She knows that she is messing with a whole bunch of people that don't deserve it. Because like I said, they've already been through so much to get to this point.
For one Houston family, they're going through the surrogacy route for the second time as their first child passed away at 7 months. Their second child was born last Friday.
We're at an all-time high right now, and then to kind of have to deal with this, that's, interrupting this beautiful time for our family is very, very disappointing.
I reached out to Dominique's side through email, social media, and by phone since Thursday, but I did not get a response in time for this report. I'm live in the studio tonight.
Of course not. Of course you ain't getting anything. Of course not, bitch. I can't take it. Come lock her up. So that's all we got on that one, and we're gonna move on to one more story, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Okay, so I definitely want to get into this particular news story. I do believe this is out of Charlotte, Charlotte, Mecklenburg, and it's about this officer that arrested this young man and then stole some of his fucking money. And I believe they gave him an opportunity to resign. I thought they fired him, but they're saying that the officer was indeed arrested for embezzlement after allegedly taking money from an arrestee during a stop. So he pulled this guy over, and I don't know if he ran his tags, if the guy did something illegal, like an illegal turn. I'm not sure. But once he pulled him over, I did see the video where he pulled him over, got him out the car, checked his ID or whatever, and then he said, step out the car. They arrested him, right? He said, can you step out? And this is so interesting because it was just how he said, can you step out the car? Can you come chat with me for a minute? It was like that was his way of getting him out the car. So then it made me, think about the law. And it's like, so you don't have to get out the car technically. But anywho, he was like, hey, can you come back here and chat with me real quick? So of course a person is going to willingly get out the car. So he goes back there to have a conversation, and the officer arrests him, and he said, what is this about? Like, can y'all tell me what it's about? He said, I'll tell you in just a second. Can you spread your legs for me? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's happening. I got you. I'll tell you in a second. Why you can't tell him now? You're doing all of this, and you can't tell him what the fuck you doing? So, but the dude, a black man, so calm, so patient with them, did his big one, like, okay, that's fine, all right. Once he got him arrested, he said that he had a warrant out, I believe, for his arrest, and it was something about a U.S. Marshal warrant. So as he was checking him, he ended up, the dude had like a wad of money on him. I don't know if it was more than one, but he had like a wad of money on him. And so he took the money, and the man, was just trying to make sure, like, where you got my money at? He was like, I got you. He was like, listen, everything that's on you is going to be returned with you. Everything that's on you is going to be returned with you. We're going to put it in a Ziploc, this, that. So when he said, my brother's in the car, he said, can my brother get my phone? He said, sure. He gave the brother the phone. He said, can my brother get my cash? He said, no. Why not? Why not? He said, this was found on you. So because this was found on you, we have to take this down to the station. So I'm like, you ain't find his phone on him, but you found the cash on him. You found the phone on him and gave the phone and the cords or whatever to the brother, but you wouldn't give the money to the brother. You already had some hidden agenda right there. So they're saying the Charlotte Department has released body-worn camera footage of an incident involving an officer who was arrested and charged with embezzlement. Okay, the video was released in June. I definitely saw it like last week. I meant to come to y'all and talk to y'all about it. So here we are today. His name is Officer, or ex-officer now, Henry Chapman, took the stopped driver into custody for an outstanding warrant. All right, and they said Chapman transported him to the University City Division Patrol Office to be handed over to another officer. Body camera video shows that while awaiting the transfer of custody, the arrestee told another officer that Chapman had stolen his property. Okay, so let us get into that piece. I want to make sure that we got everything up here. Okay.
All right, they suck.
Were you a Knowles fan?
No, I don't like any. I like Green Bay Packers. Don't you remember? I wanted to go be their security.
You talk about, college, so like.
Let's skip around.
You're gonna watch me, okay?
I heard the rubber band get popped.
Hold up. Check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
Oh, thank you, Cameron.
No, can you look in between?
Thank you for that.
I think he just put some more money in his leg. I'm sorry. Oh yeah.
How much money did you have on you? I'm asking.
I haven't touched it. Can you just check him between his legs?
Sir, listen to me.
He's moving and everything. Look, he's moving. Sir, I'm good.
Sir, listen to me. Tell me how much cash you had on you. What was the amount?
I just want to see. I'm not gonna lie. Can you check? I'm not going nowhere. Can you check your bill opposite for me, please? Hell no. He just touched my. I heard the rubber band pop. He told me, I had to look. And he's moving. He's moving in between his legs.
Stand right now.
I'm gonna stand right here because y'all.
And then look at his face, y'all. Look at the man's face. Like, huh?
Look, he's moving his arm right now.
How much cash did you have on you?
Can you check your hands? I didn't. Can you check your people? Because he's touching.
Tell me what's the total amount?
Look at his hand. He's tucking money. He's tucking money right in his right hand.
Tell me how much money you
He's
had
tucking
on you.
money. He's tucking my money. That's a problem. Can y'all check him?
Listen to me. What was your total cash?
He's telling her, no, don't check me.
Listen.
Look at him moving. He's moving. Oh my God, y'all not gonna check him?
Listen.
Look at him. Listen. Come on. I've been cooperating with you guys the whole time. I'm not gonna allow anybody to take your money. Look at him. He's moving. But look at me. Look at me. If someone takes your money, it will be a big problem. All right. No one's gonna take your money. I can see his hand. I can see exactly what he's doing. No one's gonna take your money. She's gonna count your money. There's more money. Touch my money. There's more money in here. You're saying that there's more money in here? But what I'm saying is, let me ask you a question. Ask my question. Are you saying that there's more money in here? What I'm saying is, he just touched my money and went through 3 different floor compartments, and I seen him put it in between his legs. I heard my rubber band. I've been nothing but cooperative with you guys. All I wanted you guys to do was. I'm saying, but he already moved and did a lot of different stuff.
Okay, come sit over here.
But y'all already let him move, like.
And then he over there getting out the car like, huh?
That's crazy. I can't believe y'all just did me like this.
What?
How much cash do you have on you total so I can count it out and we can verify if it needs missing? That's what I'm asking you.
We can do this right
what
now.
the total amount was?
No, I honestly don't. The money was for bills. My wife gave it to me. The money she tried to give me. I tried to give her the money. He said, don't give it to her.
Okay.
Because I went to Wendy's. I got a Wendy's receipt, right?
But do you know how much cash you had on it so I can count it out so we can verify the total? Do you know approximately how much you had on it?
If I said a number and I get it wrong because he touched the money, then it's going to be all wrong. But I just don't understand why I heard my rubber band being popped.
I just grabbed it from the seat to give to her.
That's not what you just told me either, boss.
I did. That's what I did.
That's the laugh for me. I did.
Have I gave you any problems?
No, sir. You have not.
That's all I want to ask you. I just don't understand why y'all couldn't. Like, I'm not going. I sit on my face. I'm not going nowhere. I just want.
I know that's right.
The total was so we can count it out. You can watch me count it out.
I'm not sure. I'm distraught. It's a lot going on. I didn't even know I had a warrant. I'm just trying to like.
So if you.
What's it called? I'm trying to just comply with you guys.
I got
but
you.
That just doesn't make sense to the point where I just watched him. Me and you both watched him move his hands. I watched him tear up. I watched him look at you and tell him look at you and tell you no, you're not about to. I just watched him do way too much when I haven't been nothing but nice and compliant to you guys. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to go along with you guys' protocols and everything. All I've done is ask questions so I know
He ain't lying.
to make sure I'm safe and my family can find me and stuff. And it's like I know.
And that's why I was asking you what your total was so we can sit here and count it out.
But
we
they
can
would've-
verify that it's correct.
It would have just helped me more seeing that you would have checked him. It's like it's simple.
Thank you.
You guys see me walk over here?
I did see that, sir.
You asking him about?
None of y'all.
I just kind of feel away about the fact that they keep asking him about the damn money. How much did you have? How much did you have, ma'am? I slick kind of feel like it don't really matter how much they have if you go ahead and check him first. Check him. I don't know why that was so hard for her to do. And then once you check him, you would have found the damn money or whatever. Girl, this man looks sick though. He looks sick as hell because he know he been caught.
Y'all, like, none of you guys' body cam is on, like I know.
Mine is on right now.
But I know for a fact what I seen and what I heard. And then when I asked him why was he like popping the rubber band on the money, he said I was just making sure something, but there's no need to make sure, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's my property, you feel what I'm saying? And I know for a fact the money was touched, but it's a million compartments.
Yes, I did touch it. Grab it out of the seat.
I understand, so I don't want to argue with you, Mr. Chapman. I didn't know what.
No, sir.
Okay, so how everybody's money in front of them, so you can see that it's accurate.
The money was altered
So
before
when
I money to my wife or the cameraman that was with me, you feel what I'm saying? He was just like, no, you're going to keep the money on, which wasn't a problem, you feel what I'm saying? But him touching the money prior to just putting it in the, like, I've been listening the whole time. He asked for a small envelope. He didn't put the money in there then. He asked for it just doesn't make sense. But you can do your job. I'm not trying to like postpone or like cause a problem. I just want to see how much is missing at this point.
I want to count in front of you so
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can see how much that you have. Okay?
Thank you. Count the boy money then.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you have, about 10,000?
7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. 7, 190.
It's around like 13, 14
Okay, so we have it documented that you're saying that, okay?
How much did he say it was around?
1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. 7, 190.
It's around like 13, 14
Okay. 1,300, 1,400 missing is what he said.
Okay, so we have it documented that you're saying that, okay? Yeah. So you see me putting it all in here. What are we saying? 190, right?
I wasn't saying that you altered my money.
No, I didn't say you said that, okay? All right. But I said I wanted to count it out in front of you so you can see how much is in there, because when we turn this over to the sheriff's office, it's ain't going to go to Marshall's, it's going to go to the next sheriff's office. So this is us verifying that we're putting all your money in here.
Can you write my name on there also?
I know that's real. Write my name on my
like his person, because like if anything is on him, look, like sir, it would be in big. No, I don't. Look, I'm gonna show you right here. Look at me. Look at me. All of you guys.
Look at me. Look at me.
So look, this is all I want to explain to you guys. Most of the time, when somebody knows they didn't, like when somebody knows for a fact they didn't do anything, they're not gonna just, you feel what I'm saying, like let you search them. And I don't have kids, you feel what I'm saying, but I know how that goes because my mom did foster care, so I'm like up to par with all of that. And on top of that, if I didn't do anything, like how me and you been talking the whole time,
yes,
just
sir,
like how me and you was talking the whole time, if I didn't do anything, I have nothing that I'm worried about, you feel what I'm saying? There would be no reason for him to show me his pockets and stuff. Like I know for a fact.
No, I want you to feel
comfortable. I would have
yes,
felt comfortable if your colleagues would have searched you at the exact time where I knew where the
I know that's
I
right.
You kept going in between your legs, and then every time everybody put all of the attention on me, you kept moving. I don't know if it's in your door. I don't know where it's at, but just like
In between that seat, probably.
Look
Look in between that seat.
Find
it.
Come here. Do you mind if I move?
Yeah, so you guys over right there.
Look, the officer. Look. Did y'all catch this? Move out the way.
It's blue hunts right here. It's all the blue hunts are right there behind that receipt. Thank you. All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you. All that's been recorded, bro. That's my money. That's my money right there.
Sir, you've been watching me the whole time.
I seen you taking. I seen you come.
Sir,
just
that
tell
is
me.
not
If
me.
I'm right, it's gonna be around $1,000. If I'm right, and like I told you, I just went to win.
Baby,
I seen you still. Thank
you better eat, sir.
If you don't mind, I just want to sit down so y'all don't try to say I'm resistant. I don't want to do nothing. All I know for a fact is I know what I know and I've seen it. I just wanted you guys to trust me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just
baby.
A little. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to expose you or anything.
That's not me, bud.
Steal my money. It was no reason to pop my rubber band.
Count it up.
To pop my rubber band off my money.
I didn't pop your rubber band off your money.
Well, how the rubber band got off?
You heard him agree.
How the rubber band got off?
When I first got, I said, I heard you do the rubber band. You said, oh, I had to do something. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I just witnessed here today. Mr. Chapman went in my money. He separated my money. He was trying to steal it, and I caught him. He put it in between his legs, and as his colleagues approached me, he worked it towards the door. He tried to make it seem like I was lying. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in full custody of these officers. I'm being detained. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want any problems. I'm not armed. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just pulled over for a
You better come
stop.
on, young
He tried to
man.
steal some of my money.
Okay, we're hearing you, but there's no need to say all of
No,
that.
BITCH, y'all just sat up there and played in this man's face and then trying to antagonize him or gaslight him and say some damn, we hear you, but you don't need to do all of that. You played in my face, ma'am. I asked you to search him. And you didn't even want to do that because you assumed that I'm a liar because you see me in cuffs. Like, BITCH, no, ma'am. And now you seeing this man proving himself to be honest. Ma'am, don't say nothing else to me, ma'am. Please, ma'am. I don't even want to have no issue with you, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
Camera. No, I just know how it goes. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to cause.
My camera's on the entire
Yes, ma'am.
time. All right,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
let's take it down a notch.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
But he ain't even hyped, though. That's the thing that be pissing me off. It's like, I feel like they say stuff like that, like, calm down, even when you're not yelling for real, to get you to get a rise out of you, to get a reason to react a certain way. I don't feel like, I mean, he could have been up there screaming and, you know, even with what he was saying, he wasn't that loud to me. He wasn't angry. He was just pleading for somebody to listen to him.
So what are we gonna do about this problem? Because he just tried to steal some of my money.
sir,
I'm not trying to put any allegations.
That boy
on him.
seemed like
I'm
he
not
kept
trying
the
to say
same
anything.
energy the whole
I'm not
time.
using my words like to try to hurt anybody. I just know what I know. And then I don't even like the fact, but I know you guys have like special protocol. I don't even like the fact that he just tried to steal and nobody like stood up for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody was like, okay.
Nobody saw anything
But
that
I
you were
seen
saying,
everything.
but nobody saw anything that you said you saw.
BITCH. It's not even that y'all didn't see, but you didn't even try to investigate aside from just counting his money. Shout out to the black man. Even though the black man was trying to say, like, calm down, like, basically let him know, like, I got you. I ain't gonna let that happen to you. You ain't got to worry about nobody taking your money because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna investigate, whatever. And then here he is opening the door, like, come here. And then he found it.
You his sergeant.
But I do feel a way that he didn't check initially. Like, thank you for the aftermath, but you should have been checking when he been saying something. It wasn't that hard to open the door and see what's really going on. But it may have worked out in the end because, I mean, maybe he would have had a better chance. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It worked out ultimately.
Sir, I had 2020 and I can read. I remember when you called him out. I can tell you everything he said to you. Perfect timing. This was perfect. Perfect that you called me out this time because you didn't know the protocol to how a federal warrant supposed to be taken care of. Correct? Incorrect?
That's correct. That's why I called him out to ask.
But you just separate. So what was the purpose of you separating my money while you gave her money while you just watched her count my money out in full? Because you just wasted you wasted an evidence for. Because now she has to rewrite a totally different number. So if I would have agreed to the number that I didn't know when she asked me, then I would have been like ridiculed or seen as a liar or something. Woo. That's why I didn't answer your question, ma'am, because I said that I had just went to Wendy's. I believe that's my receipt. I only ordered a 10-piece nugget and I ordered like a fry and something to drink, so I didn't know the actual amount of the money. All I know is when my girlfriend got off work at 5 o'clock, I was supposed to give her that money for the rest of the bills, and she was going to get her car back. I was in a car this week. That's why I wasn't in my own car, ma'am. That was my girlfriend's car, Diamond Alexander. That's why when you
little Diamond Alexander up, because Diamond, you got coin like that.
Call record. I called her at like 4 or something to let her know, babe, I'm being pulled over in your car. And my eyes, I thought it was going to be for the T-tag, the temporary tag thing, the sticker. But like,
it was eventually just for your speed, I promise.
No, I apologize. I apologize. I'm just trying to do
what if this is girlfriend, she a chef.
2020 vision. I'm not a criminal. I don't do things that I'm not supposed to. I heard him tampering with that rubber band. Okay. That rubber band was on that money because my girlfriend gave me the money this morning and told me I wasn't even supposed to be in her car. I just took it because I didn't want to be Ubering around all day and my girlfriend had a car and she was going to work. I was supposed to be picking her up off Central at her job, at her little, where she do cosmetics at. With that
Okay, she do cosmetics. I was going to say, because now I'm seeing an attorney. Is she an attorney? So she do cosmetics. Okay, girl, she
I'm pretty sure when y'all check the car, y'all seen the little chase, sir?
What's your full name?
Moncree Tyree Moon. M-O-N-C-R-E, last name Moon.
we have all your information.
Yes, sir, but I want to know what y'all gonna do about Mr. Chapman. He was just caught at work tampering with evidence.
I want to know what y'all finna do about Mr. Chapman, baby.
So I want it wrote down. I'm not gonna lie. Now, listen, Mr. Morris, I'm not gonna cut you off.
Let's go.
Nothing I can give you right now to tell you what I'm gonna do. But like tell you what I'm gonna do. If you alleged that he did something,
Did you recount the extra money?
He said it was 1,000.
no, it's not.
Oh, it's 900. I have it right here. Sorry.
So y'all heard it confirmed. That boy said it was around $1,000. The man took 900. Baby.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was what I just put in. It was separated.
You alleged that Officer Chapman did, but that's
So you guys don't.
Listen. I'm telling you exactly what I'm gonna do. Do not parse every word I'm telling you. I'm telling you exactly what I'm going to do, alright? And that I have to get on the phone, I have to call my supervisors to run up the chain, alright? But you're still going to jail.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Okay?
I wasn't trying
but like that's why I'm asking you if you gave them all of your information on how to get in contact with you. Did you do that?
Excuse me, sir. First of all, I feel like you're doing a bit much, okay? But you feel like this man's supposed to trust you after you let one of your officers steal money from him? And then you have the audacity to ask if this man knows if he's given all the information for them to be able to get in touch with him when you already see that because he's arrested. He on y'all time. I'm confusion. What you talking about? Y'all, I'm sure y'all got all his information. Y'all ran his ID. You got all of that. He done told you his girlfriend's first and last name. What she do? I feel like that was a rhetorical ass question. What? Did you give them all your information so they know how to get in touch with you? Sir, I'm locked up. Clank, clank. Do you see it? I'm not going anywhere for a while. Have a Snickers. That's what it's given.
Name. Do you have address and a phone number?
You still have a gold pan? Yes, sir. Proceed to get your phone.
When you just told this man he's still going to jail. Child.
All right.
So, do you mind? Do you have a piece of paper on you?
Yeah. 4.
Just for like to put in
Now
my
he want to
pocket.
stand up
I
and
would
give a
like to
pen.
write down Sergeant Moore's name. I would like for you to write down Mr. Lack's name. I would like for you to write down your name and
Come on, baby.
Chapman's name.
Right,
And it's not like I just don't
finish
want
searching
to
you.
forget it. You feel me?
That man said, I'm not going to play with y'all.
Information is also on the side.
I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate you guys for like analyzing the situation because like if it wasn't said like this or seen like this or seen like this, nobody would have believed me. You feel what I'm saying? I just wanted you guys to believe me, and I'm sorry if I seem irate.
Baby, don't apologize. You ain't got to apologize for it. They need to be apologizing to you.
I was doing too much. I just wanted you guys to believe me without me having to do anything like to show you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like try to grab him or try to like reach him this far and grab the money while I heard it. You know what I'm saying? And I know it was a lot going on.
I knew there was something in here. So.
A lot of people know like y'all be like.
Yeah, they'll do that again at the at intake.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead and get it.
I don't want to see all this. Let's see. Okay, so now we got this situation. Let's go ahead and hop over here real quick.
What this is going to be a administrative interview. All right. So like I'm not looking to hem you up for any charges or anything like that. All right. Yes, sir. This is strictly about what transpired today outside. Yep. Okay. Yes, sir. So we're gonna talk about from the time you were.
I don't like how this is skipping.
My name is Sergeant Morris. I am the second shift sergeant, patrol sergeant for the University City Division. You understand who I am? Yes, sir. Okay. And you are? First name?
MONCRE.
Okay. Birthday?
12/20/94.
Okay. So the point is just an administrative interview. So anytime there's allegation of wrongdoing by a police officer, obviously a supervisor has to look into it. You understand that? Yes, sir. Okay. And you also understand that we all have these nice body-worn cameras that's attached to us, right? Yes, sir. Okay. For like when we come in contact with citizens. Yes, I understand. Okay. So let's just start off when you were pulled over. Can you tell me what happened? Well, obviously. So you was pulled over for speeding. So I just stipulate to that, right? Yes, sir. Okay. Officers ran your name. You had a warrant for U.S. Marshals, right? Yeah. And then Officer Chapman showed up, and you was arrested, correct?
Not Officer Chapman. I think his name was Officer Not it was Chapman, right? The dude?
Yeah.
What's the lady? I thought the lady name was
Casperson.
Casperson. That's what it was. Different. Yeah. All right. Honestly, I was leaving Wendy's. I put my right signal on to get over. Apparently, I guess I was speeding or whatever. Got pulled over by Officer Lack.
Yep.
Cool dude. He ain't, you know what I'm saying, do too much. He just told me that he had to detain me due to the fact that I had a federal warrant. That much I don't know nothing about him. Just, you know what I'm saying, here with y'all. But from there, he was on a dirt bike, so he had to call
a backup officer.
Backup officer, so at that point he could contain us or whatever. Everything was cool. Nobody, well, I didn't resist or anything. I didn't know what was going on. Still don't. But make a long story short, my property was took off of me.
By who?
By not Lack. What's his name?
Chapman.
By Mr. Chapman or whatever. My girlfriend pulled up to the scene of the crime to get the money, but he told her, which he had also told me, the money was on my possession, so it had to stay with me, which wasn't a problem. So from then on forth, I remained in the back of Chapman's car. So my property was on the front seat the whole time. So as we pulled up to the, we remained on the scene for about 20 minutes. Then we were cleared to leave the scene by your people. As we were cleared to leave the scene, I just asked him.
Okay, hold on for a second. Your money, how was it packaged?
It was all forward in hundreds and fifties. It was like all like chronological order, like hundreds. 50s.
Right, okay. Scene of the crime.
And like, did it have anything on it?
As far as a rubber band.
Okay. Do you remember the color of the rubber band?
I think it was like a whitish gray, like not this color. The regular color of the rubber band is like the white, off-whitish grayish color.
So like that tan skin tone color?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. So as we pulled up to the scene, after he had already told everybody like his property has to stay with him, and there wasn't no problem. Like nobody was aggressive. Everybody was doing their job, their protocol. You feel what I'm saying? Make a long story short, we pulled up. Like I just like was asking like each officer that I encountered like what was going on with me, like what was happening, like so I can know like how to better my situation as far as like getting out. So long story short, when we pulled up, we were waiting for Officer Lack to get finished with his report so that they could start like transferring me.
Yep.
As everybody was waiting, I guess officers were leaving out and they were saying that they would volunteer to transport me uptown to help you guys, to like help each other out. He told Officer Casperson, whatever.
Casperson.
Yeah, Casperson, that she could take me. And then he told Lack to, as soon as we pulled up, first he called you outside to get, like, confirmation of what was he supposed to do with the federal warrant person. So you was already coming out. Make a long story short, as Lack started bringing out the envelope for the inventory.
This boy tells stories for a living because he remember everything.
For my stuff, like my property. I heard a rubber band being tangled with. That's when I asked the question out loud. I said, why would you take a rubber band off the money? And I can't quite remember the answer he gave me, but he confirmed to me that he took the rubber band off the money. And like, it's my property. I'm a man, so I'm gonna watch my belongings the whole time. You feel what I'm saying? And like I had stated when Lack pulled me over, I was eating Wendy's, and that money was bill money. Like, it's on y'all cameras that when my girlfriend pulled up, she asked me for the bill money. So he told her, like, keep the money in my possession, which was, you know what I'm saying, which was cool, which was in you guys, well, which was in his possession at this point. So as I was being transferred into the car, I heard the rubber band pop. That's when I asked the question, like, oh, like, what you doing? Like, what were you doing with the money? And he was like, basically, like he confirmed that he was doing something, but he just didn't say what, or I don't know if I missed it, but I know we was, like, it was five of us right there.
You don't recall what he said?
I don't recall, but like I'm saying, it was five of us right there. So I know one of the cameras probably picked up on it, or his should have, which I know his probably was off, because he was stealing my money. But he kept like trying to make it seem as if my eyes were playing tricks on me. And I heard the rubber band pop. And the whole while long, on like what you guys would see on your cameras, I was talking to you guys, really at you guys, because I was watching him. And the whole while long, I kept seeing him move his legs. And as soon as I said it and put it out there, he tried to put the money in between his legs and hand her over the stack. When I seen the size of the stack, and Officer Casperson asked me how much money was it, I didn't want to tell you guys the exact number because I wasn't sure what he had took from the stack. All I was sure of was that the way that I placed the rubber band on the money wasn't the same. It wasn't, because I have OCD. But also,
hey, sir, let me call you right back.
OCD, okay.
Yes, sir. I'm talking to him right now.
He OCD about that coin, honey. Get back to it. Get back.
All right. See.
So basically, the money.
Somebody hired me. Said to stop this interview.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's people coming in to speak with you, investigators
about that situation.
Yep.
Like I told you, I said, I apologize. I wasn't trying to make the situation bigger than it was. I just didn't want to be seen as a liar.
Stop.
No, I just seen on
He's
TV.
trying to help you, baby. Be quiet.
Stop apologizing.
I just don't want to make
listen here, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Yes, sir.
All right? CMPD takes this seriously.
Yes, sir.
Now, I wish I could say that another way because I feel like cursing right now, right?
Oh, he mad as hell. This happened.
You heard what I said.
But, like, we take this seriously, all right?
I don't think you guys are all dirty cops.
Chill out. Let me finish my statement here, okay? We take this seriously, all right? Yes, so, like, when I told you that I was going to do everything on my end, to ensure that like, we get this right, and I was going to call you back, I meant that.
I appreciate it.
Because if somebody's doing wrong, we need to figure that out fast.
Weed them out, yeah.
All right? Yes, let me see your hands. Okay.
So wait a minute, he ain't got to go on the U.S. Marshal arrest thing no more?
You thirsty?
A little bit. I appreciate it.
What you want to drink?
That's all right.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Okay, give me a second.
So he ain't got to go to the he ain't arrested by the U.S. Marshals? Because y'all made an F up? Y'all going to let him go?
Pull up security desk.
Y'all going to act like y'all pick him up on that warrant? Child, this is a piece of messy here, girl. Now, let's see. Hold on now. When is they going to have audio? I don't think they got audio for this one. Let me see.
Weapon record, okay?
Yep.
So they talking to Officer Chapman, child.
So, I want to hold on to your weapon record, okay?
Yep.
Just take the whole holster off. It's one of them.
QLS.
I got it.
Working. One of the detectives won't come and speak. Okay. So you alright? So, just chill out, relax. Do anything?
No, I just want to apologize to everyone. I say, man, one of these things, dude.
It's one of them things, dude.
And I'm sorry.
You sorry?
I hear, brother.
It's one of them things. You was that hard on for some cash, and now you ain't got no coin no more. Oh, okay.
You drink or anything, man? No.
He's sick to his stomach. That's why he don't want none.
Just want to say I'm sorry.
You need to be apologizing to that man y'all got back there.
Close the door, okay, until they get here, okay, buddy?
Oh. He's sick, Your Honor. Boy, he is sick. Okay. So there we have it. I had to run through that particular situation. I hate they cut the cameras off right there because I wanted to hear the y'all was talking about Chapman when y'all had closed the door on him. Because I know y'all started talking shit. And I know y'all was talking about what was going to happen to him. So why y'all cut the cameras? Dead ass. Y'all should have brought that back. But anywho, child, that's what had happened with Mr. Chapman. All right, they said CMPD's Internal Affairs Division also initiated an internal investigation. Chapman was placed on unpaid administrative leave and resigned from his position the next day. Okay, they said the internal investigation found Chapman had 2 sustained violations related to the incident, a body-worn camera violation, and conformance to laws. All right, so there's that, child. That's what happened with Mr. Chapman, child. He was arrested, honey, following that interview with detectives. He ended up being arrested, and he was charged with embezzlement. How embarrassing. How dreadful. Well, either way, sir, good luck. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat, Noble B. Jami, he just wanted a piece of that man's money. He definitely wanted a piece of that man coin, girl. Thank you for the super chat. He definitely wanted a piece of that man money. Gonna sit up there and pop that rubber band off and gonna take almost $1,000 off that man. Okay? It was the Wendy's receipt. And you would have got away with it if it wasn't for that meddling person, okay, that you had detained. Okay? Scooby-Doo, that's what you get. Okay? Shout out to Wendy's. Because that Wendy's receipt told it all. But that's all that I got at this time. At least I think it was the Wendy's receipt, because he said behind that receipt, that money right there, that's mine. So I don't know if it was his receipt or Mr. Chapman's receipt, but it was a receipt. Okay. That's crazy, child. And he had the receipts behind the receipt. Girl, it's a mess. But anywho, that's all that I got at this time. I'm Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, or follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
City and cul-de-sac, coming out swinging like soldier rag, leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind, knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mile. We finna do more than survive, I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross some out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.